On March 15th, 2024, at 8:30 a.m., a voice message was sent to Muskin, a girl from Perea District of MP. The voice message came from Muskin's uncle, that is, from Kavya's phone. The message was somewhat like this: Muskin, kill me by the sea. When a search was conducted based on this message, 2 bodies were recovered from Kavya's house. The first was Kavya's father, that is Rajkumar Vishwakarma, and the second was her 8-year-old younger brother, whose body was not lying outside, but rather his body was wrapped in a blanket and put in a refrigerator. It was also taken from that house. Kavya's body, or who kidnapped Kavya in Kabuk, or who killed her, or where is her body, and why this murder took place. If you want to know all this, keep your eyes on our video. So, hello guys, you are watching your channel Storycraft. The message on March 15th at 8:30 a.m., but the message after about 4 to 5 hours of seeing Muskin and hearing this message. He informed his father, and his father informed the police directly from his house, and based on this message. When the police searched the railway colony of Jabalpur and sent a search team, they found out that there were 2 bodies in that room. The first was Kavya's father, Rajkumar Vishwakarma, who is 52 years old, and when they searched for the second body, they could not find that body. After a lot of searching, a police officer suddenly noticed that there was blood on the handle of the refrigerator, which made the police suspicious. When they opened the refrigerator, they were really surprised to see what they saw. An 8-year-old child was wrapped in a blanket and put in that refrigerator, and she was dead. When the police went to Millennium Colony and started the initial investigation there was no evidence of Kavya from any direction. That is, Kavya was missing from there, and who kidnapped her now? All these, but became a very big question for the police. Currently, there were 3 people in this family: Kavya father Kavya and her younger brother. Her mother died of an illness a year ago. Since then, this girl, who lost her mother, has been raised by her father and has started living very well with her younger brother. After the initial investigation, the post-mortem report has come, where it is known in their report that both of them were hit in the head with a heavy object with great force. Rajkumar Babu's head was hit about 10 times, which almost cracked his skull, and the little 8-year-old boy was also hit in the head about 7 to 8 times. It is also understood that when he was hit once, his throat was cut instead of hitting his head. The surprising thing is that when it was written in the report, the little brother did not die from a head injury, but when he was put in the refrigerator, he died of suffocation and bleeding in pain. Just think about a little 8-year-old boy who was hit on the head so many times, he became unconscious. Blood flowed profusely from his head, and his throat was cut. Even then he was alive. The boy was wrapped in a blanket and put in the fridge. How brutally this murder was done. After this report came, this double murder of Jabalpur spread like wildfire, and the search started. Where did this girl go? Did someone take her away, or did she get murdered somewhere? After the post-mortem report, the police woke up, and when they listened to the audio message again, they realized that a boy had been named Mukul. Yes, Mukul killed him. Who is this Mukul in this audio message? That became the biggest question because in the audio message, Kav clearly said that this Mukul had killed his brother and his father. When the police started searching for Mukul, they came to know that Mukul lives in that colony. Mukul's father is also a railway employee, and Rajkumar Babu is also a railway employee, and they used to live almost face to face. Now let's come back to the story of a year ago when Mukul was chasing Kavya. In a word, you could say in very common language, line. He beat her, and this thing became so irritating that slowly Kavya's mind changed. Kavya also fell in love with Mukul, and when their love reached its peak, the news reached Kavya's father. He did not like this at all and immediately filed an FIR against Mukul and told him that Mukul was bothering his daughter Kavya in the name of love. Immediately, the police caught Mukul and took him to the police station. But during the investigation or interrogation, Kavya said on her own responsibility that she loved Mukul, and after these few days of punishment, Mukul was released from jail. On the other hand, when the investigation was done at Mukul's house, it was found that Mukul was also missing. In Mukul's house, all his certificates, money, and favorite things were missing. Mukul's grandfather told the police that Mukul had changed after returning from jail. He was always angry. He also liked crime-related movies. He used to watch a lot of Tollywood or South Indian movies and did not treat anyone well, and suddenly one day, he went missing from home. Then suspicion immediately fell on Mukul. The CCTV search started. The police carefully examined every CCTV footage and started looking for who was there. The mystery was solved. On the day this incident happened, at around 12 o'clock noon, Mukul was seen leaving their colony on a red scooty. On the CCTV of their colony, just a few seconds later, Kavya went to the same place where Mukul was standing waiting for him, and since then they both have been missing. But you should note the time. The message was sent at around 8:30 in the morning. She left her room and left their colony. It was around 12 o'clock. So what was Kavya doing alone in this room? Was she alone, or was Mukul not with her? Was someone else with her, and was she tied up, or was she forced to do something? All the questions remain, but if you look closely at the CCTV footage, you will understand that Kavya is walking out of the colony on her own accord, but no one is taking her by force. Then is Kavya also involved in this double murder? But they're her own brother and father. How is this possible? Then the police started checking all the CCTV footage one by one, and again, the police saw the two of them going inside the platform near the railway station in Jabalpur. After seeing this, everyone understood very well that they would escape somewhere by train, but they're not very criminal. They have scripts of various South Indian movies in their minds, and they also have devilish intelligence. Then you will be surprised that they came out of that railway station through platform number 3. All this was to give the police a hard time. After coming out of there, they went straight to catch a bus in the CCTV footage of the bus stand, but they are seen changing 4 to 5 buses to go only 90 kilometers so that the police cannot track them. Maybe Kavya's age is only 14. Mukul is also not very old, but their intelligence is much higher than that of ordinary people. They have only used their intelligence for very bad things. They had mobile phones, but they kept them off for some time of the day. They only turned on their mobile phones so that the police could not track them. When they were using the internet, they were using their own SIM or their own internet, but they did not do the work. For all these reasons, it became impossible to trace them. Meanwhile, when all the CCTV footage was being checked, we saw a CCTV footage of Mukul at 3 a.m. the day before the incident, when Mukul was wearing white gloves and had a big polythene bag in his hand, which contained a gas cutter and other heavy weapons. The police suspect that Mukul killed Kavya's father and brother with all these weapons. But the incident happened in Kavya's house, but Mukul did not enter through the door. He broke the window. Maybe this was also their plan, that the police would think it was some other robber or some other case, because all the documents from that house were stolen. Her father's credit card, all her mother's jewelry, everything was missing. And after seeing all this, the police also pointed the arrow of suspicion towards Kavya, because Mukul alone could not have done so much. And even then, Mukul and Kavya were seen together many times, and the case is becoming very clear that they both did this act together and are running away from here because they both loved each other, and Kavya's father did not accept their relationship, for which he had to die today. Then another lead came to the police. This lead was from Pune to Jabalpur to Pune. You can understand how far they have gone. A transaction was made in a restaurant in Pune from Kavya's mobile to Kavya's Paydom. After this transaction, the police tried to reach there soon, but even after going there, they found out that this transaction had happened a long time ago, and they had almost fled from the city. So even after going there, the police were of no use. In this game of cat and mouse, Kavya and Mukul were far ahead, and the police were still trying to reach them. They are so clever and calm that they are moving around with this criminal mind that within a month they have changed 7 states and 9 cities. And for their travel, they are using all kinds of public transport, cabs, buses, auto trains, everything. And the police of all the states they are reaching are being informed, and the intelligence, they're trying to find them, but everyone is unsuccessful. How is it that the matter is going on like a movie? No one is able to catch them. Then the police immediately suspect that Mukul and Kavya will go to another country, and what is their suspicion? But this thing is mostly true. This thing has not been revealed yet. The police suspect that Mukul and Kavya will go straight to Nepal via Bihar, and that is why the Bihar police are informed, and the police go to the Nepal border and check the ID card of every passerby who has gone to Nepal from India. Every ID card is checked so that it is caught here whether Kavya and Mukul have gone to Nepal or not. And then the suspicion arises on top of Bangladesh. A visa is required to go to Bangladesh, but since the security is not too high, You can also go through the second route, and the police suspect they did this because if they have to go to Nepal, they have to go with ID proof. But if they go to Bangladesh through the second route, then they will not need to tell anything. The police suspect that they have gone to Bangladesh, not Nepal, and since then they're contacting that country so that they can catch him from there. If it is said why this murder happened, then it is very clear. Their father was killed to stop their love. If it is asked whether Kavya is involved in this murder, then it will definitely be said yes, because Mukul cannot do everything by himself after planning so much. Also, it is not possible to take Kavya by force from one state to another and from different districts to different countries. But why did Kavya send that audio message to his sister? Why did she tell Mukul about him? If Kavya is set out of fear, then why did she delete that message? All these questions are still with the police. Is Kavya completely guilty, or did Mukul wash her mind and run away with her? But one thing has to be said. Where has the father-daughter relationship gone? I know that many questions have arisen about father-daughter. Many incidents have happened in our country and in different countries. But think about this little girl of only 14 years old who is calling her beloved man home out of love and killing her father. Her little brother, who is only 8 years old, is being killed by hitting him on the head with a house. Can this be called a father-daughter relationship? There is no question behind this relationship. If questions arise about these things, then what other relationship is there in the world that you can call sacred? On whose lap you can sleep with your head closed and your eyes closed? Or with whom you can sleep peacefully at night in the same room? Today, this question is being asked where our society has gone. But to all of you, I know that the case has shocked you very much. You have heard a very heinous incident, but still I would like to know how you like the video and which other case you want to expose. Don't forget to comment and tell me. I will see you again with a new video. Say goodbye to me for now, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel Story Craft Portal. Thank you.